Have you ever asked yourself, who am I? What am I going to do? Have you asked yourself, who am I beyond people's expectations? Then, if you have, this episode is for you. This episode, we're going to be talking about self discovery, purpose, understanding purpose, and finding yourself and living a life true to you. So, let's get right into it, creators. I'm going to be talking about three main points. One, the feeling of being lost. Two, why we lose ourselves. And three, of course, I'm going to be telling you steps on how to find purpose or how to get yourself back. So, yes, number one, the feeling of being lost. I recall sometime in 2020, I think that's when I started feeling, oh, there should be more to life. I was starting to feel, is this all what life is about? But I didn't like read into it at that time. But in 2021, my God, that year drained me. That is literally the worst year of my life, 2021. But actually, it shaped me to who I am today. So yes, 2021, I felt lost. I felt like I was just existing. I wasn't living. I was just there. I felt lost entirely. I was trying to find purpose. I kept watching YouTube videos, asking questions, trying to read books on how to find yourself, how to find purpose, and all of that. And everything kept on saying the same thing. I was like, oh my God, why is everything saying the same thing? And yet it doesn't make sense. They kept on saying, oh, do what makes you, do what makes you feel good, do what makes you, stuff like that. Focus on your talents, focus on your gifts, focus on your interests. And I'm like, I was barely 20, I was not even up to 20, and you're telling me focus on my interests. Man, I just want to lie down, watch movies, and press my phone. I ain't got no goals. So yeah, that was basically it. So it was very frustrating. I got frustrated. I was just then like, okay, do you know what? God, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Because I don't know. I don't know at this point what's my purpose. And I kept asking God that. So number two, I'm going to be talking about why we lose ourselves. But yeah, I fight that often because I'm like, why are we saying why we lose ourselves when we never knew ourselves? But yeah, that's just me. But there are tons of reasons why we lose ourselves. There are like a million and one reasons, but I'm going to give a few today. So I will start strong. I think that's one of the reasons now what is happening in society today. That's like the major reason, and which is comparing ourselves with others. This social media is a lot. You just have access to other people's lives. You have access to people's edited lives. Oh, this person is in Ibiza, this person is this person is this place. And now you are feeling like, oh my, this person is just 22, this person is just 21, and I'm 25, and I'm 30, and I don't know what I'm doing. I feel lost, I feel alone, I feel like I'm not navigating things. The thing is that even as you are maybe 25, you are 30, you have things going on for you. It's just that it's not what you are watching. You're just focused on other people's lives. I can go on and on talking about comparison. So yeah, I feel that's a major factor in losing ourselves because we're watching other people, while we're watching other people's success, we're watching other people's lives, we're watching people that you assume they figure things out, and now you're feeling, oh, I don't know anything, I've not figured anything out for myself. So yes, that's one. But 2 points I'm going to be giving is society's expectations. Society, like now I'm going to say career path, but when growing up back then, they used to say, oh, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a lawyer, you're going to be this and that, but mostly white and professional courses. Nobody's going to tell you, oh, you're going to be an artist and all of that. If you tell them you're going to be an artist, they'll be like, what's that? But yeah, I think career path nowadays, everybody wants to be an artist, even if they don't have the talent, even if they are not good at it, because oh, it's bringing fast cash. So yes, I think the factor I'm trying to mention about this society's expectation is society has defined what success is, and we just run with it. Society has defined who a rich person is, and rich people is mostly, oh, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire. That's society's definition of wealth, of riches, and it's deeper than that. A rich person does not have to have millions. A rich person does not have to have a whole lot of wealth, but the person can be rich in family, the person is rich in health, the person can afford whatever they want to. That's wealth. That's that's you get rich. I know we want that luxury life, I get that, but yeah, society has just defined what success is, and you're like, if I'm not attaining this, I'm not a successful person. I don't know what I'm doing in life. This is what I want to be an artist, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be a content creator. But yes, the thing I'm going to tell you is that whatever you want to do, kudos, but you should ask yourself, why am I going, or why am I venturing to this, or why am I doing this? Then if your answer is just for yourself, or just for money, or is a very selfish answer, I think you should go back to the drawing board and ask again of what you're going to do. Because if you're going into music because, oh, it's money, I want to be popular and I want to be that, then that's the wrong reason. So you have to go back and ask yourself questions again. The 3 points I'm going to make is people's pleasing and validation. We're seeking validation. This is very common, as in it's commoner than you think. That's if there's a word like that. But yeah, it is very common, and we tend to make people happy. We tend to try to make everybody happy, trying to please everybody, and it's not a good look, because then you some people now appear pretentious, but that's not what I'm talking about. But yeah, people pleasing, you tend to now lose yourself because you're trying to make everybody happy. You're trying to be on everybody's good books. You're trying to seek validation, and you don't even know how to have your own say. You don't have your own stand. You don't even know what you want, because you want everybody to be okay. And you are trying to be something for everybody, but not for yourself. You lose yourself. And that's sad. I think that's a major problem with adults, especially now that social media is some going crazy. So you should work on that. I think this is a major point. This is a very common point, is trauma and life experiences. We tend to lose ourselves because we've had painful experiences with people. We've experienced disappointment. People have showed us shades, and you're like, do you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to build up walls high enough. I'm going to build up shield around myself so that nobody's going to hurt me again. And that one's safe. That's the trauma. People will still hurt you. I think you're now suppressing who you are, or who you are supposed to be, because you are trying to avoid being hurt. That heartbreak, that failure, whatever it is going to shape you if you let it. See, I think one of the most painful experiences of my life is what shaped me. And I'm still trying to deal with some of it. But yeah, I'm like, I see it in a different light now. And I'm still grateful to God for those experiences. My number 3 point for today is steps to finding yourself. I can go on and on and on and on to tell you what YouTube told me. Oh, what's your focus on your talents, focus on your what you really like doing, focus on this, focus on that. And I'm like, I'm barely 20, I'm not even 19. What will I like doing apart from watching movies? For somebody that doesn't have talent, I don't know how to sing, I don't know how to dance, I don't know how to draw. And what am I going to focus on? Finding new hobbies. What do I want to do? So that was really, see, that was really stressful for me. So I'm going to be showing you what works for me, rather what worked for me. Easy route, very easy, yeah, is going back to your creator, going back to God. It's like you buying a TV now, for example. I buy a Samsung TV from Samsung office, but all of a sudden started having issues. I will not carry Samsung TV to iSense. I'll carry back to Samsung. They are the manufacturers. They will know how best to handle it. They will know what to do. God created man. God created you. So if you have any issue with yourself that, oh, I'm trying to find myself, I don't know what to do, I don't know why I'm here, I don't know my purpose, you put me here, I don't know what to do about it. You go back to God. And the only way to find yourself is if God reveals himself to you. Because, oh, we are made in his image, we are made in his likeness, we are a reflection of God. We are basically, legitly, thankfully God's. So yes, if you have a problem, you go to God. He'll put you through. He will help you. It's going to take time. I'm not going to say, oh, it's going to take a certain number of time. It's going to take you 2 years. Me, it took me a long time. It took me years. But yeah, everybody's time is different. God can reveal himself faster. God can reveal himself slower. But everybody's timing, everybody's timing is different. The most important thing is you're going to God. You are studying your Bible because that's the manual. That's the TV manual. You get that? So yeah, that's the manual. You're studying the word, you are listening to sermons, you are just focused on him, asking him, God, what should I do? Why am I here? You said you knew me before my mother's womb. You knew me when I was in my mother's womb. You knew my name. Why am I here? You ask God. So I hope this point helps you to fulfill purpose, to find yourself. I love you and Jesus loves you. Bye, creators.